Rainforests that once grew over 40% of the land on Earth now covers only about 6%. More than half of the Earth's rainforests have already been lost forever. If current deforestation rates continue, what will happen to this planet and the habitats of the rainforest?
Come on, I think I do better than that. I said, hello everybody! Much better. Welcome to the Singapore Zoo and here to the Shaw Foundation Amphitheatre, home to the Rainforest Fights Back animal presentation. My name is Juan and I'll be your guide as we explore the rainforest animals from all around the world. Now first up, we're going to take a trip to South America, where we can find this young lady right here. This is Thompson. Now if you notice, she looks a bit like a raccoon, right? That's because she's actually a relative of the raccoon species, and she's known as the brown-nosed goatee Mandai. Now moving along, we're gonna check out an island known as Madagascar, where we can find a celebrity living there. I'm sure you know who it is because he's black and white, and he's the one that goes, I like to move it. Do you know who it is? Of course you do, because he's right up there in the vine. That is Blade. And he's gone. Spike right there is a ringtail lemur, and he's a primate. He's a primate known as a prosimian. So I'm gonna ask you this. Do you want to see more primates? Yes or no? Very good, because coming out on stage, we have Gilligan. Gilligan right here is our mulus gibbon. Accompanying him is our primate handler, Sunny. Now just by looking at him, can you tell me, is he a monkey or an ape? Who says monkey? Show of hands. A few. Who thinks Gilligan is an ape? The answer is ape. Gilligan, just like orangutans, chimpanzees, and gorillas, he is an ape. Now there's two ways you can tell them apart. Here's how. First, check out his arms. See how long they are when compared to his legs. His arms are nearly twice as long. And secondly, since you've got a view of his behind, can you tell me, does he have a tail? Yes or no? No, because apes, unlike monkeys, they do not have tails. Now, Gilligan is very special to us. Why? Because he's been around since the show started way back when. So can you make a guess? How old do you think Gilligan is? Over this side, anyone? 5 years old, 4 years old, 3 years old, 3 as well, 3, a lot of 3s. How old? 9 years old. Wow. I'll give you a hint. Nowhere near, not even close. Gilligan is about the same age as Sunny. So how old do you think Sunny is? How old is that? 50! Wow! Is that right, Sunny? No. Any more? No one? 30, that's more like it. Gilligan is about 33 years old. Right? You can't tell just by because he's so good looking still, right? Just like Sunny, am I right? Now, moving along, we're gonna send them back, but before that, how about we give them a much deserved round of applause. Thank you, Gilligan. Thank you, Sunny. How cute, right? Alright, moving on. We're gonna check out a monkey. I'm sure you want to see a monkey next. Coming out, we have a monkey and she's very young. She's only 4 years old. So she's a bit shy. And her name is Cheryl. So fortunately for us, she responds very well to her name, which is Cheryl. That's right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna shout out her name as loud as you can to call her out here. Can we do that? Of course we can. On the count of 3, as loud as you can. 1, 2, 3. Not loud enough. Louder. Come on. 1, 2, 3. Is she out yet? There she is, right there. That is Cheryl, our brown-headed spider monkey. Now take a close look at the tail of her, because that's no ordinary tail. That is what is known as a prehensile tail. Now what does that mean? It means it acts like a 5th limb, just like your arm or leg. Now any moment now, she's going to show you how agile she is. In 3, 2, 1. Great job. Now Cheryl here is very young, like I mentioned, so just like our young ones, she gets a bit playful sometimes. So we're gonna send them back. How about we say bye-bye, Cheryl? Great job, guys. Now, as cute as she is, Cheryl right there is a critically endangered species. Over just the span of 40 years, we've seen a decline of over 85% of the entire population out there in the wild. Now that is very worrying and very concerning. However, we do have some good news. We are very proud to say that Cheryl, whom you met earlier, was actually born and bred right here in the Singapore Zoo. Now, it is very difficult to have a breeding program and be successful at it. So we do tend to brag sometimes, but let's see, what else do we have? Coming out next, we have another monkey. Cheryl's from South and Central America. This time we're gonna check out a monkey closer to this region here in Southeast Asia. This is Joko. Joko right here is our long-tailed macaque. Now these guys are actually also known as the crab-eating macaque. Why? Because they love to eat crab. So when she's craving for some crab, she goes for a swim. And what she uses to swim is that long, beautiful tail of hers, just like the rudder of a boat, to steer and navigate. Now, believe it or not, Joko here is actually known as a pest here in Southeast Asia. Now, why is that so? It's not her fault, it's our fault, man. When we come across macaques like Joko, what we naturally feel the need to do is we feel the need to feed them, right? Now when that happens, they no longer associate us as a threat, but instead they see us as food. So how about we do our part and not feed them so that we can keep them a part of our natural heritage. That's all the time we have for this two. We're gonna send them back as well. Bye-bye Alan, bye-bye Joko. Alright, let's see. You've met a macaque with a long tail. How about next I show you another macaque. This time she has a tail so short that she's known as the pigtail macaque. This is Helga. Helga right here is about 25 years old, so she's fully grown. So can we have a look, Sunny? Why is she called a pigtail macaque? Ah, that short stubby tail of hers. It's fully grown and that's as long as it gets. Now these guys are known to do one very special thing. We're not gonna have Helga do it, right? We're gonna have someone else. And he goes by the name of Kongwan, a very strong male pigtail macaque. Check him out right there. One down, two down, all he's knocking us down with one kick. Thank you very much, Kong. Wonderful job. Now these guys are actually known to do just that, pluck coconuts, which is why they are used by Southeast Asian coconut plantation farmers to pluck coconuts. Given an hour, they can actually pluck up to 100 coconuts. Let's see. I think you've seen enough of our primates. Next, we're gonna check out a pair of brothers. They love to swim, they're marine mammals, and they're gonna come out and address an important issue that's affecting them and their counterparts in the wild. What issue is it? Hold on, let me show you. I see here right by the edge of the pool. What are these? bottles, that's right. But specifically, what are they made of? Plastic, that's right. Increasingly, we are finding more and more plastic waste in the water bodies of our planet Earth. And what these wastes do to our marine life? Simple. They're killing them. Every year, millions of marine life die as a result of our plastic waste. So next guests are going to come out and show us just what we should do with these guys. But before that, just like Cheryl, we're going to need to call them out here. How? They only respond to their entrance song, which goes something like this. Familiar? We know it, right? So all of you have to do your part. How? Put aside all your belongings. We need your hands and your feet. What we're going to do is we're going to stomp twice and clap once to the beat. I'm sure you all know how, so let's do it together on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Very good. Louder, guys. Come on. Louder. They need to hear you. Alright, keep it going because I think I hear them coming out. These are our Asian small-clawed otters. Arnold, that's the nose. Alright, they've got the bottles. They're swimming up. And they are going back to shook it away. How cute, right? A very simple message, one that we already know, and that is to practice our 3 R's. What are they again? Reduce, reuse, and recycle. That's right. Everyone knows by now. So how about we start today to make our Earth a much cleaner and greener place to live in? Now there's so many of you here at the Amphitheatre today. Hopefully you can do your part. When you leave, you won't leave your litter behind. Is that okay? Thank you very much, everyone. Up next, we're going to meet one of my personal favorite animals. But I'm sure many of you don't like them at all because they are known to be evil and that they bite for no reason at all. They are cold-blooded, and last but not least, people get very nervous when they hear this sound. What is that? Snake. Now, you know it's a snake, but did you know that snakes love cool and dark places? Just like underneath your seats. Panicking already. The guys at the back, no, very cool. Because you know we don't hide snakes under the seat. Not very safe, but we do have a couple of snakes around you right now. Have a look. Where is the snake? Right there in the arms of Sunny. Is that Brutus, Sunny? That is Brutus. Brutus, right there, is our ball python. Now for those of you lucky enough, as he's walking by, feel free to have a feel of Brutus, but please don't grab his head or its tail. And above all, please stay in your seats. Stay seated, everyone. Thank you very much for your own safety. Now Brutus right here, our ball python, is from central and western parts of Africa, and they also go by another name, and that is the royal python. Why? Because Queen Cleopatra herself was rumored to use live snakes, just like Brutus here around her wrist and neck as ornaments. They are also known as the ball python because, not because they don't have any hair, but because they don't grow to be very large in size for pythons. They grow to be about 1.5 meters in length, and then they stop. Thank you, Sunny. So as a form of defense, what they have adapted is to curl up into the shape of a ball to protect itself when it feels provoked or threatened. Now, can I see a show of hands? Who here has a fear of snakes? Who's afraid of snakes? Hands up. Nothing to be shy or embarrassed about. It's very normal. Keep your hands up. Come on. Alright. Now keep your hands up if you are ready to overcome your fear of snakes today. Let's see. Very brave young lady over there. Come on down. Okay. Let's get to know you a bit. What's your name? Where are you from? Tatiana, all the way from Ukraine, everyone. Give it up for Tatiana. Very brave. Have you ever touched the snake before? No. Are Are you worried? A bit, I can tell. We're gonna carry on the show, but first, I'm gonna need my handbag. Thank you, Nadia. Just kidding. Now we're gonna go up on stage where everyone can get a better view of you. How about you follow me right this way? Alright. She's smiling. She doesn't know what she got herself into. Okay, we got a couple of steps after you. Please be careful. Okay, just a bit further. Right there, right next to me. Okay, now we're gonna need you to just face front and put your hands out like this, side by side, palms up. Very good. Next step is even easier. Okay, I'm gonna put bruises on your hands. You just don't have to do anything. Very easy. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Wow, you have a snake by your hand. Very good. You wanna hold on? Yes. You know what, Tatiana? I like to think I can read minds. So just by looking at them, I can tell you what they're thinking. They're thinking, Brutus is too small, right? Yeah. So I'm gonna take away Brutus. Brutus is too easy. So I want you, are you breathing? Okay? I want you to have a look behind you. Very calm, very composed. Now, next, come on forward, guys. How about you just come over this side, make way for these guys. Alright, we have some room here, and I think you fit perfectly right here. Thank you, alright. So on stage, we have 2 different species of pythons. In my arms here, it's actually one of the smallest species out there, while this is Jill, our albino Burmese python, and she happens to be one of the largest species out there. Now we're gonna check in with Tatiana for a bit. You've had a feel of both snakes, right? Are they smooth and dry or wet and slimy? They're dry, right? Now there's a misconception out there about snakes that they are very wet and slimy, but that is not true. They only appear to be so when light reflects off its scales. In fact, they are very smooth and very dry. Now we have one more question for her. Which one of these 2 snakes is venomous? Small one or big one? Not sure? You want to make a guess? Small one. You think small one? How about you guys? Small or big? Small. Are you sure? The answer is none of the snakes are venomous. It's a trick question. These guys are constrictors. So how they kill their prey instead is that they will bite, grab hold, coil their bodies tightly around their prey, suffocating them, and last but not least, swallow them whole. Now I think Tatiana has done a wonderful job for someone who's never touched a snake. How about we give her one last round of applause? Thank you so much for your help. You get him back to your seat. Thank you. Okay. Question for you guys next. What do you guys think? Is Jill here fully grown? Yes or no? No, you know it, because Jill currently measures about 2 meters in length and she weighs about 17 kilograms. When fully grown, she can measure up to 7 to 8 meters in length and weigh as heavy as 90 kilograms. Very large indeed, even so she's still quite heavy, right? So we're gonna send Romeo, Alan, and Sunny back. Thank you guys for your help, and thank you Jill for coming out today. Alright, we're gonna slow things down a bit. You've met animals from all corners of the earth, and we hope we've come a step closer to understanding them and even possibly caring for them. Now what if I told you that their counterparts in the wild, they are not doing so well? They're losing their homes and their lives, and it's all because of us. Man, we cause pollution, we cause deforestation. So let's take a look at what life is like for them out there and decide if we want to continue to be a part of the problem or a part of the solution. Have a look. reason why we host presentations such as this. It has been predicted that in just the next 30 years, rainforests all throughout planet Earth will disappear forever. And together with it, animals, which call it home. Apart from pollution and deforestation, these animals are being pushed to the brink of extinction because of the growing support for the illegal animal trade. Tens of thousands of species of animals are being poached and captured from the wild to be sold as pets, unproven medicine, and even to be used in the fashion industry. Many people fail to realize that we men are their greatest threat, yet we remain their only hope. So let us stand together to be the voice of these defenseless creatures and bring the rainforest back to life. Now, we have come to the end of this annual presentation, but first, please do allow me to introduce to you our new stars on stage. These are our greater cormorants, the diving birds, while to my left we have our spotted whistling ducks. That's all that we have for today. We hope you had fun. Take care and bye-bye everyone.